Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Evelyn. If you're new here, welcome. If you see my face for the first time, welcome. If you're not seeing my face for the first time, also welcome. My subscribers, loyalty gang, thank you for hanging out with me here once again. Thank you for the support, for watching my channel, for watching my videos, for sharing with people and all that good stuff. I'm so grateful. And if you're yet to subscribe, please remember to do so now and click the notification bell so that you are notified when I upload a new video. So today I will be talking about questions that I have that have been asked over the course of the month that I did a very popular, I did like 3-4 videos about living and studying in Germany, and I noticed that that is actually where a lot of my questions and that's where a lot of comments on my channel comes from, and even views. So I will be doing more of those questions because I see that this is actually what people really want to see and watch. So in the next couple of weeks I'll be doing series on living, studying, settling in Germany as far as I know. So if you like to watch that good stuff, remember to subscribe, very important, and click the notification bell, and also drop a comment, drop your questions, and I'll do well to respond. So I'll be responding to about, there are a lot of questions, so I'll be doing like 10 or so that we'll see where the videos takes us to. So let's go. Okay, so the first question says that I'll actually be looking at my phone. That's where I compile this. So the first one goes, I'd like you to do a video guiding on how to apply for admission. That is actually, there's actually no one way to apply for admission, because there are a lot of schools and different schools has their own different requirements. There are private schools and there are also public schools here in Germany. So it depends on the mode of admission or the mode of entry that the school chooses. But the one that I quite know and I'm familiar with is the one whereby you, especially for master studies, is the one where you go to daad.de/en, where you check the courses that you want, and I'll also put a link below where you can click if you're eligible to study, where you put all your credentials and your criteria and your like history of education, so you can know if you are eligible to study. Then you check on daad.de, then you check the course that you want. When you see the course you are interested in studying, when you click the course, you would see the requirements and all the things that are necessary to apply for the course. So after that, if you're an international student, of course, UNIA assist helps international students. So when you choose the course and you see that you fulfill all the requirements that are required of you, then you can then proceed to UNIA assist. That's like an entire video on its own. You go to UNIA assist and then you drop your documents. They are the ones that actually help to process admission for international student. That's like an entire video on its own. It's also something that we can talk about in a few minutes. So if you need help, just let me know, and I'll send the required link. I would also put them in the description below. The next question says that I actually want to ask if there are age restrictions to applying to these schools in Germany. There are actually no age restrictions. It depends on you, depends on what you want. People further their education, people take up any master degree that they want at any point in their life. So there's no age restriction whatsoever. And people have gaps. Some people who have been working for years and just want to go back for their masters or for their PhD. So there are no age restrictions. So far you fulfill all the requirements that are necessary, you can proceed to apply for to study. And yeah, Germany is known to be one of the oldest Germany is known to have like Europe's oldest graduates. So there are a lot of older people here that go back to school to study because it's tuition free. So yeah. Someone says that the next question is, how do I apply for my bachelor's in Berlin? Like I said, you check on daad.de or .en to see the course that you are interested in, and then you see if you are eligible, and then you proceed to like apply. Like, it's not something that we can just do in a few minutes. Maybe I would actually do a breakdown of the video in the next couple of videos that I do. And the person is saying that, do I need IELTS or TOEFL because Nigeria is an English speaking country? Actually, for me and for friends that I've seen so far, you actually do not need IELTS or TOEFL, because not because, if you in your native country you speak English and your previous education was in English. So for me, when I applied, I sent an email to the school and said that, okay, I actually studied in English, so I do not need TOEFL or IELTS, and they could see from my transcript and all that everything was in English. But for some schools, they actually require that a document be obtained from your previous school. For instance, you apply for masters, you'll be required to get a certificate from the school you did your bachelor's from, stating that you actually studied in English. Yeah, so instead of going through the route of TOEFL or IELTS, that certificate is usually given from the student union or from the school senate or something like that. Yeah. Next question. Hello, thanks for this amazing video. I am in my final year of diploma in electrical engineering, and I wish to pursue my bachelor's degree in Germany. Can I get a scholarship? Yes, you can get scholarship. On daad.de or .en, you'll see different scholarships that are available. Also, in your country of origin, I'm sure there are a lot of scholarship boards that are offering scholarships to people. I remember when I was doing my BSc, there were foundations and some boards that came and were offering scholarships to like first class students that passed with 2-1 and all that. I think MTN, and there were some. My friends actually applied. I don't know why I didn't apply, but sorry for another day. So yeah, so there are scholarships that you can apply for. You can get them on daad.de or daad.en, and yeah, you can also apply for them there, or you can also check from your institution. You'll be amazed by the opportunities that are available that you might not even be aware about. So yeah, I would also put a link below where you can get the scholarship on link on da.de down in the description below. Next question. I would love you to do a video on how I can apply for schools, especially for masters and scholarships opportunities. I think I already answered that question. Person said, I'm a new subscriber and I enjoyed watching your videos. Thank you. Next question, saying, where would you take information? Is there discrimination in terms of marking or scores? Well, so far I have not heard. There could be, but I have not heard so far. The only complaint I have heard so far is maybe the professor could be like English speaking. No, the professor could be a native German, of course, native German speaker, and might not really understand your English, or maybe the way the person asks the question is different from the way you understand it, so there could be like a miscommunication. So one of my friends was saying that he's Ghanaian, and he said that the professor asked him a question and he was supposed to go straight to the point, but he started from the beginning and he was explaining, and the professor kept saying, no, you don't get me, and he kept repeating. So they kept going round and round and round trying to explain to each other, you understand? So there could be like a gap. For instance, if you're coming from an international country and maybe the way you answer question, your country, if they ask you D, they expect I start from A before you reach D. And maybe the professor just expects you to go straight to the point, you understand? Especially if it's an oral exam. An oral exam is where you and the professor and maybe his assistant sit down to talk about, you ask questions and you answer face to face, you understand? So yeah, but basically I've not seen any discrimination whatsoever. Yeah, so I've not heard. If you have, if anybody is watching this video and you've heard or seen, please drop it in the comment section. I stand to be corrected. Next question, please. I need you to advise me on this. I'm in the process of my application for undergraduate degree in BSBI. Please, do you think it's a good school, or is there any other you can recommend? Okay, BSBI is short for Berlin School for Business and Innovation. It's a private school, and by all things I've seen online, I think they offer quality and good value for money, even though it's a private school. So you need more. Like the school fees is like, I think I was seeing 9,000 euros apart from your blocked account. So that is like way more than you pay for a public institution. So if you have the money, of course you can go for it. Yes. Because yeah, schools like that, I think in 12 months you're done with your studies, and then you can go on to work or go back to your native country or wherever you want to go. But for public universities, it could last up to like 4 semesters, which is 2 years at least. That's if like you're able to complete it in that amount of time. So yeah, basically that's just the difference. Next question, person says, does Germany consider long study gap? I have a study gap of 9 years. Actually, everybody has gap. I was listening to a podcast, or was it Amazon's career day a few days ago, and the person was saying that even if you have gap in your career, there's nothing bad in coming out and saying, okay, this and this was what happened, I have a gap. Person said she has a study gap of 9 years. Of course, you can like finish your bachelor's, go ahead to work, and then come back to do your master's or PhD. People have gaps. You'll be amazed. And the person was saying that as a recruitment person, you'll be amazed at how much gap people have. It might not even be study gap. Some people like stop working and say, okay, I want to focus on my family, or I want to focus on myself, I want to discover myself. Some people like want to just travel. Some people just want to like be calm or be still or rest from the hustle and bustle, and you know, so people have gaps. Study gap is not a big deal. For me, I finished my bachelor's in 2012, and I came back to do my master's in 2018. That's about 6 years. So there's nothing stopping you from that should not actually stop you from applying if you have like a gap between your bachelor's and your master's, or between master's and PhD. The main important thing is that you are hungry for it and you want it, so you can go for it. The last question says that, do you have to speak, not the last question though, last question for this video. Person says that, do you have to speak German as a student to get a part-time job? This actually, it depends. There are different jobs and there are different requirements. So if you get a job, if the job is like customer facing, definitely you're going to be needing German language skills. There are a lot of jobs that you get that you might need German language skills. For instance, if you're going to be going out to meet customers, you're actually going to be needing German language skills. But if it's back office, like you don't need to interact with customers, it's just your colleagues, you might not be needing the language like that extensively. So it depends on the type of job that you're getting or that you're applying for. That is why it's really, really important. Even though I suggest that you go for a course that you are passionate about, but you also consider the marketability in the country that you're going to. If in that country you're going to be needing to you're going to need to be speaking the language, then you better buckle up to learn the language immediately you step in. There are opportunities immediately you gain admission. Schools offer language at a discounted price. For instance, I did one level in 6 months last year, and yeah, school offer at a very discounted price compared to language schools. So if you feel that, for instance, there are the type of jobs that I know that you do not require language skills, IT related jobs like software engineering, project management. You're just going, if jobs like you're just going to be liaising or interacting with your colleagues. But if you have to be going out, if it's outdoor marketing, which I doubt they do here, but jobs that you have to really liaise with clients, maybe jobs that you have to be in between clients and your company. You have to be the intermediary between clients and your company's client and your company's board. You actually need German skills because you are liaising with Germans mostly. Of course, this is Germany, so yeah, for me, we are learning. Yeah, so that is actually, yeah, that is what I feel. And yes, if I actually really suggest, and I usually advise people that it's good, especially if you have a long-term goal of settling down here in Germany. It's good that you start learning the language. There's no pressure. Learn it bit by bit as time goes on. But if your job or the course you're studying is dependent on language, it would be good if you can start learning it as soon as possible. Like, let's be real, I've seen people that came here and they learned the language because it's really important. I look forward to also speaking it really fluently, so yes. So this is, I've come to the end of this video. I hope you are able to get 1 or 2 value from this. Please drop your comment below if you have any questions. Please share with friends. Please and please subscribe. The ratio of people that watch that are not subscribed compared to people that are subscribed and watch is quite large, so please help and subscribe to the channel. And yes, this is the end of the video, and I'll see you on my next one. Bye.